Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverage.
There's a crease. That'll be good enough for a first down. He'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field there expecting pass, so They're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They've got the job done.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jones to throw. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Bringing it back. And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Makes a catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The run inside. It's carry on. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Jones wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They finished the first two drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a nice job by this defense. Man, they've given up a lot of yards. They've gotten to the scoring area of the field multiple times, but they keep forcing field goals. They did a great job again on that third down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Flying down the left side. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Hey, I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Bentley. Makes the catch. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or your safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under fire. Makes the grab. Still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's carry on.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll pull it down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones to throw. Inside the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, I think you're seeing a quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. The lead is down to a field goal. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 4 team, the Oregon Ducks. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. He has really talked to his team at the half about how they are executing with this noise. On the road, trying to separate themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the third.
All right, Holly. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Crosses to 35. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Back to throw, it's Bentley. Spits it out to the back. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
Going to the run. It's Carry-On. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. Jones wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, no! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Gotta know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those 3rd down and shorts, 4th down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davis. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
It's complete on the right side. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Jones to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Smashes through the tackle. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Running to his left. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Going with the counter play here. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Got a wide open receiver. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Dangerous screen into traffic. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
To the air, it's Bentley. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. His field goal would make it a 1-possession game, and the crowd trying to get in this guy's head. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Noles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe some room here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running inside. It's carry on. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Jones to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
4th down, gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the 1st down.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
Man, that's deflating. And as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to. But now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.